There's somebody that is pretending to be Cheap RV Living Bob and scamming people all over YouTube and other social media outlets. We got an emergency announcement today from Cheap RV Living Bob there. He is the famous, he's famous. He is, he is advocating nomadic living. He gives a wonderful channel there where he is touting how to live nomadically in your car, van, vehicle, whatever. He has, he does have a business where he does provide services, and he has a couple books I think he's written. He has a whole bunch of stuff. You can get advice. He does host the RTR Rubber Tramp Rendezvous every year, and he does a whole bunch of things. The HAWA Homes on Wheels Alliance, he's head of that. So a lot of things he's going on. But what he's saying now is that there's somebody, a group of people or somebody out there that is spoofing his identity. And basically he says they have created a fake YouTube account that has his picture, has the way he writes his Cheap RV Living, with a capital C in the RV and the living, but they have a little like dot or an asterisk at the end, but they're using his image, and they've created a fake YouTube account. And they're also sending messages on other social media platforms for various scammy various things. So anyway, here it is. You can see these things here where he's trying to get people to part from their money, okay? That's saying that they have a special deal or a special this or a special that. On Facebook and Instagram, they send friend requests and say, giving grants, and would you like to apply for a grant? And then you fill out a form, and money, and they get your data, and then they hack your accounts and everything else. And a whole bunch of things he's posting here using his fake names, bob.wells.cheaprvliving. They've created several fake Facebook accounts. Anyway, so Bob and his team there at Homes on Wheels Alliance obviously are fighting these. He says he's made some progress on the YouTube side of things, but, it's hard to deal with all these different social media groups. They're sending Facebook and Instagram requests, message requests. They're trying to get your personal information. They're trying to get you to fill out forms to sign up for various grants that are just scammy things. And anyway, so, So Bob is saying be very, very careful. That be very, very careful that when you see something that looks like it's coming from him on Facebook, Instagram, even on YouTube, to be very careful, because a lot of apparently this group, whoever it is or person, is out there trying to scam you, and be very careful. Anyway, he says you can do a click-through sometimes and see if these channels are real, but then they kind of look real. And I've heard people give advice that you shouldn't do that, because sometimes they'll take you to some weird website somewhere that can just immediately capture your data, even if you don't do anything. So be really, really careful. It's another thing that's so just horrible about social media is all these scammy things and people using other people's identities. And Cheap RV Living Bob says it is happening to him. And so anyway, watch this video here. It is 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Gives you all the deets. I'll put a link to it in the description below. But be very careful if you get some sort of a request for information or something like that from Bob, because it may not be from the real Bob, right? Lefty the pit bull. Lefty's all excited because finally Lefty's going to be traveling with his daddy, David, the Campulance man. Finally, they're getting ready to hit the road after a long summer of a lot of stuff. We had some health issues there with good old Lefty there in his paw. David had the bike delivered that was all screwed up. Remember his bike? And then he's been spending a lot of time fixing up the van, the ambulance, the ambulance. And what did David, remember he backed up and hurt his back doing something? And man, it's been a very interesting summer for David and Lefty. And now, finally, time to get back on the road. Of course, what's more important than having a nice place to sleep with a comfy mattress? Of course, finally he got the bike fixed up after it arrived with a lot of damage, putting the bike on the back of the ambulance, man! The Campulance, man. And getting ready to hit the road there after basically a good chunk of the summer there up in New York State. And look who's happy. You can see that smile. Oh yeah, one happy beast. Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's goodbye. Now, somebody standing there is, standing there in the driveway shooting this, and then he's going to have to stop, jump out, grab the camera, and jump back in and get off. But anyway, hitting the road already for I guess, a fall of fun and fun and frivolity. What is it? I'm sure he's going to be heading southwest, right? Yeah, no one wants to go north in the late summer and hit the cold Canadian. Yeah, it's going to be southwest, right? That's a guarantee. Hey, let's do some letters, shall we? Rick G says, I've stopped watching several nomads who insist on bringing politics into their videos. If I was watching NBC Nightly News and Lester Holt started showing how to dump a black tank, I'd never watch again. Oh. I watch news for news and politics, and I watch the nomads for nomadic stuff. If there's any commingling of the subject matter, I'm out. Trasmod, some people like apples and others like peaches, and then there is the prune group. You know, man. Janina says, what you're saying is Carolyn's RV Life's friendlies aren't that friendly. Can't wait to see them in your comments, Camo Dave. You know what? I didn't say anything bad about Caravan, or what's her name? Damn. I didn't say anything bad about Carolyn's RV Life. I didn't. I just said she did it. I reported what happened. She put a video up where she talked politics. And then I said, well, if you do that, you're going to make some of your viewers upset and they might unsubscribe. All I did was say what she did. I didn't say whether she's right or wrong or this or that or anything. You do take a risk when you talk about, other things. It's true with anything you do. It's like if you have a television show that's a comedy and then all of a sudden you're flipping it and making it a serious drama, people are expecting the comedy, and they're getting something else. And it's the same thing with a YouTube channel. If you start a YouTube channel and build it on a certain premise, like nomadic living and camping, and then now you're becoming a political channel, hey, you're going to make some people upset and they're going to walk away. You want to do politics? I'll honestly tell you this. If you want to do a political channel, go do it, but just keep it totally separate from your nomad channel. That's all. That's the way you do it. And Carolyn did do that for a while. And then I guess she wasn't getting enough views on that, so she's brought it all back now. I don't know. Hey, it's a free country. She can do what she wants, but I do have to say that for as long as she's been around as a nomad, her channel should be bigger than what it is. It should be, but that's what she wants to do. So, Pinkerton says, hey, Dave, I couldn't understand you when you were mentioning which nomad was talking about Starlink from Elon Musk. Which channel is it? It is called Love Your RV. Again, there are many videos about Starlink up on YouTube now, all over the place. But this was Love Your RV, 83,000 subs, and 6-month update. Is a Canadian full-timer and how it's working. Okay. Sue says the last time she watched CVK, on his YouTube channel, he was installing solar panels on the side of his RV. But people have to go to his Facebook to find his political comments. That's the difference. It's not on its YouTube channel. And that's true. We do see that where people have a Facebook or they have a YouTube channel and they keep it pretty much on YouTube-y stuff like nomadic stuff. And then they put their political stuff on their Facebook channel or on their Instagram or on their Twitter or whatever. Again, that's, I think, still a risk. It isn't the same thing as mixing it up with your actual YouTube content. But I don't know. Again, when you talk politics and religion, you're going to make some people angry. That's just the way it is, and do it at your own behest, so to speak. Okay, but realize it. I don't. Oregon Rippy says those dark rimmed glasses make beautiful Miss Carolyn look much younger. Yeah, they said that about me the other day too, dark rimmed glasses. I'm going to have to get a pair of dark rimmed glasses. The only dark rimmed glasses I have are, hold on a second, are these. These are my line screw glasses. And I can't even read the comments on this because they don't have any zoom factor, you know. I don't know, man. I'll have to look into that, though. Dark rim glasses make you look younger. Okay, a number of people were questioning about where Enigmatic Pneumatics Jamie might be holding the van build. He talked about an abandoned military base near Merced, California. This is what comes up when you Google search that, okay? Castle Air Force Base. It's a former Strategic Air Command base near Merced and south of Sacramento. So there it is, and I guess he said there are some abandoned hangars there, and he may be able to use one of those for the van build. So 115 miles south of Sacramento, that's where the van build. There it is, right smack dab in the middle of California. You can't get much more in the middle of California than that, can you? Anyway, so that's probably where the van build's going to be come next spring. May says, I like politics on political channels. On nomadic channels, I want to hear about RV models, campsites, camping gear, and campfire cooking. Again, I watch political channels too, but I watch political channels. I don't want to hear my nomadic channels talking about politics. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's taking sides. You know, there are so many issues. There are political issues today when you're out there camping and in the world today, and I get that. But it's the taking sides thing that kind of bugs me. You know, well, this guy's right, this side's wrong, or whatever. You know, yeah. You know, I don't know, man. Patricia says yes. Use the right. You have the right to skip a video, even if you're subscribed to somebody. You have the right to skip a video now and then. No one can force me to watch any boring panic preppers or political rants. I'm for positive fun and genuine channels, says Patricia. Everybody, that ought to do it for the 23rd of August, 2021. Thanks for watching Vlog Under.